Hello. Here, we will learn about some important properties of electric charge. There are three types of fundamental particles in an atom, which are protons, electrons, and neutrons. Electrons have a negative charge, protons have a positive charge, and neutrons have no charge, so they are neutral. The charge on electrons is responsible for the flow of electricity. A net charge on an object can be considered by taking the total amount of charges on that object. Here is an important thing to understand, that is, although proton has a positive charge, it does not take part in the flow of electricity. The flow of charges is only given in terms of electrons, as an electron has a negative charge, and a hole, which is in absence of electron, has a positive charge. So, if an object has equal amount of positive and negative charges, it has no net charge, so the object is considered as electrically neutral. An object can generate charge by two methods: by gaining electrons, or by losing electrons. As electrons have negative charge, if an object gains electrons, then it will gain negative charge, and it will result in a negative net charge on that object. On the other hand, if an object loses electrons, then the net charge on the object will be positive. So lack of negative charge will create a positive charge in the object. The net positive charge in the circuit is known as hole. A hole has a positive charge, which is equal to the electron charge, but the sign is opposite. As we have seen, there are two types of charges, electrons and holes, as negative and positive respectively. Like charges repel each other, and unlike charges attract each other. So when two charges are brought closer to each other, they will experience a certain force, which can be either attractive or repulsive, depending on their charges. If two positively charged objects are brought closer to each other, they will experience a repulsive force. Similarly, if two negative charges are brought closer to each other, they will experience a repulsive force. However, when a positively charged object is brought closer to the negatively charged object, they both will experience an attractive force. The SI unit of charge is coulomb. A charge on a single proton and hole is given as 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and a charge on a single electron is given as minus 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. As you can see, the magnitude of the charge on proton and electron is equal. However, the sign and the size shows their difference. Hole is an absence of electron, so it is considered to have a positive charge. And an electron is a negatively charged particle, so it has a negative charge. However, the magnitude of the charge is the same. As we can observe, one hole or one electron generates a very small amount of charge. So 1 coulomb is very large quantity. So for practical purposes, or in electronics, we usually face the currents which are in milli-coulombs or micro-coulombs. Milli-coulombs are usually given as 10 to the power minus 3 coulomb.